Hello, Robbie here from Save Source, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about sergers today during our June Sale-A-Bration event. So this week, we've got a huge deal on sergers, and I know some people might be going, what's a serger? And I'm going to tell you, it's something that every garment constructor on earth uses to make your stuff. So if you're wearing clothes that you bought at the store, look at the seams, and I guarantee you they use a serger to put it together. So I want to tell you why every serger today, every sewist today needs a serger. So if we come over here, I want to show you in the olden days of sergers, and this is what a serger does. They do the finishing seam on a garment. And in the olden days, we would open this and we would open this, and you had to get it through all of these guides and magically get it all the way over here. Let me tip it all the way over there. There, I can't even see it. It's back in there. It wasn't fun. So I remember my rule with my mom was do not touch those threads and never screw it up. And all the things were made with the same color because God forbid she changed the colors because it was so hard. But that's what I love about sergers today. So come on over here. They now have air threading, and I want to tell you, people go, what is air threading? I want to show you. So I literally took the threads, I poked them in these holes, and all I do is step on the gas, and it threaded it. So it's now ready to go. But I want to show you another trick that makes these so much easier. So people ask, what do you have at home, Robbie? Well, this is what I have, an L890 from Bernina. This is kind of the Cadillac, but I just want to show you some of the things that I love. And I like to think of them as problem solvers. So one of the tricks, now that it's threaded, is how do I get all these threads under the feet to start sewing? So normally, you'd lift the foot and you try to somehow get it caught underneath there and back there, and you know what, this one has a magic trick. Just do that and put it back. How easy is that? And we can put this down and I'll show you that easy. It's threaded up. Put it in here, and we get my little thread trimmer. I love these. They catch all my little tails for me. And we'll just run through the end here, and you can see that this is that stitch that I did over there. That's all finished, and I love how smooth and quiet this machine is. This one also has auto tension and all that stuff, so they get easier and easier. But I always laugh when people say, all they do is sew the edge of fabric. Well, if they only did that, why would Bernina have the big book of serging? It would say the tiniest book of serging ever, here's your one stitch to finish the edge of fabric. No, it's got so many different things and all the fun stuff that you can do, walks you through all the different feet to use, all the settings you can use. And right now, if you buy any of these L800 series, we have an 890, an 850, an 860. They're coming with one of these books for free from Save Stores because I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your machine. But here is a shirt. I wonder whose shirt this one is. It's mine. But I'll show you here. When I open it up, we have the seam that we did right there is on the inside edge. And I'll honestly say my Bernina one looks better than this does. But I want to show you. There's another stitch that is right here. And I'll show you at the end here how we do it on our sewing machines. But I want to show you on a serger how to do it. And I have two different ways for those of you that wear athletic wear, maybe some of those yoga pants. That's going to be the second one. But we're going to jump over here to our Babylock Triumph. And not to let Babylock out, they have an inspiration guide, a very similar thing. Remember, these don't just sew on the edge of fabric. You don't need one little button. They walk you through how to do everything. And I love how both of these, they actually use the machines. So it's not just like maybe these numbers, maybe this lever. It tells you on your machine how to do it. So let me go over here. I got to grab the fabric here. And I'm going to show you what a cover stitch looks like. And the nice thing about a cover stitch is this is how you finish all of your knit and stretch fabrics, bathing suits, anything like that. So we're just going to sew right here. And actually, I love these baby locks because they can chain off. So we wind up with these two stitches that are side by side. they don't bunch, they don't pull together, and you've got a stitch in here that's actually wrapped around. So it gives it the stretch so that that stitch doesn't pop. So I love these machines, and they're so easy. Babylock has the same type of thing here. This one even has needle threaders that'll thread your needle for you. Push a button and it threads the needles with air. Oh my gosh, talk about how easy these machines get, and easy is fun. We're gonna jump over here. Now I gotta tell you a special story about this machine. Someone who works at Save Stores, not this guy, but Jimmy, talked to Janome and told them the machine they need to build. And when he went to training, they sat him down at a table and said, Jimmy, you're not going to believe it. We built your machine. So this is literally Jimmy's machine. And I'll tell you what he wanted in a cover stitch machine. So this will do that same two thread that I did here on the babylock, but it has a magic trick. And I'm going to show you one other thing. Let me get my fabric under the foot here, and I'm going to sew. So remember I said any of you that have, and I'll chain off on this one too, that's what makes these so cool. This is the back. So remember we had our little swirl here, and then we've got our back stitch here. Now instead of it being two lines on the front, it actually looks very similar to the bottom and on top. So this is called a double cover. And what it does is it provides extra stretch and extra strength. So if you look at any of the ready-made yoga wear, a lot of athletic apparel, it's actually really popular, and maybe your favorite workout clothes, this is the stitch that they have. And in the past, the only way to get this was to buy an industrial machine that only did this. Well, thanks to Jimmy, you now have a machine that can do that, and has a needle threader, can do all of our other cover stitching. It's got a pull-out light. It's got a needle threader that comes down and threads our needles for us, which is awesome in the cover stitch. But remember, I told you we were going to show you how to do this on your home machine as well. So come on over here, follow me, past the land of Janomes, through the world of Bernina, and over to this one that I have set up. So this is a still air, and I just want to tell you right now, we've got a smoking deal on one of these. It is a Disney model for those of you that like Disney. It does do embroidery in addition to the sewing, but I want to show you here. I've got it here with my just a straight stitch. I've got a twin needle. So some of you that had a sewing machine had a pack that came with it that looks like this, and it's probably sitting in that little tray that's right here. Well, we got it out and we have it on the machine. And I'm going to take and make sure I get these going the right way. And I'm just going to sew with it. So if we're on our sewing machine, this is how we would do it. Now on this machine, we're lucky. We have the ability here to push a twin needle button. And if you notice, it shows my two stitches. So I can see exactly what it's going to look like. But I'm going to sew how you would do it on a normal sewing machine. So you can see the same two threads, but when we flip it over, it's kind of a zigzaggy, garbled mess. You can see how this is laying flat. This one's got some little puckers around it. So the reason why you use a cover stitch and why factories use a cover stitch is because the fabric lays flat. This is kind of a cheater way. So if you don't have a cover stitch machine, you can do it on your sewing machine and get the same look, but it doesn't quite work the same. And that's why I love sergers. They do a ton of different things. In fact, almost everything but buttonholes you can do on a serger. And that's what blew my mind. And when you see the books and you go through them, you're like, I can do that. I can do that. So it's a lot of fun. But if you've ever thought about maybe seeing what sergers do, I want to tell you as we walk back, I have a ton of them. So it's not like I've got one or two of them on a wall. I have so many different sergers here that you can come in, we can thread them up, you can try them, you can ask us which one's going to work best for me. Brother's got an air threader. Janome's got air threading. Bernina's got air threading. Uh, Babylock's got air threading. They're the inventors of it. Of course they do. And we do have the manual thread ones as well. We got new sergers starting around 350, 300 bucks. So you can get into a new serger with classes. They are free for life, and that's really important because a lot of times we buy a serger maybe to finish a project or to get started with making something. But you're going to have questions down the road. How do I do a flat lock? How do I do a rolled hem? How do I do, other things with this machine that I have? And that's where our classes come in, and they're free for life. You bring your serger in, you sit down, we show you exactly how to do these settings on your own machine so you get the most amount out of it and make it easy. I mean, easy should be fun. So if you have any questions, call 503-775-7283, and we'd be more than happy to show you how to do this. Or you can just come into the store at 67th and Foster. We have a gated parking lot in the back. And we would love to sit down, talk with you, figure out what your needs are, and get you the right serger that's going to do everything that it is that you want. So, I would really encourage you to come in during the month of June. We're having really big prices right now, really, really good prices, and a huge sale. So give us a call, 503-775-7283, or swing by the store, and we'd be happy to help you out. So we'll see you later this month. Bye.